Here you are at the soiree. I thought that Adam, my friend, was going to be here today. He's moved away. He's 100 miles away, but he was up here, or I think he is up here visiting his grandfather. He wanted to work with me today, but he didn't show up. So I'll just go ahead and do this stuff as much as I can by myself. He is so strong and big that it's just tempting to use his strength. I'm going to have to use smarts instead, which puts me at a disadvantage. But what I want to do is I want to get that slab out of here, broken up and out of here. And I want to show you that actually, with the work I've done so far, it's coming apart at the seams that were made when it froze, I assume. There are probably more seams that will show up, but that's a help. That's a big help. And I'm confident that I can cut it and I can take it out by myself, actually, because I can get it on rollers. I think I showed you this already in the last video back here. On rollers, and once I've got a piece on rollers, I can take it out to wherever I want. But what I was hoping to use Adam for was to manhandle that furnace, that water heater, boiler. I'd like it to be down on those boards. And to get it there, my plan now is to tip it back. I'll let you know how this goes. To tip it back, controlled, onto those blocks. And then to slide it, scoot it, you might say, forward until it wants to tip over that edge. And then tip it back up onto those boards. Then I'll have it very close to where I ultimately want to have it. So I'll let you know how that goes and take pictures as it goes, if I can. Wouldn't you know, the chickens are here to examine or get in a road or get killed. I'm guessing it probably weighs between 300 and 400 pounds. But I was able, with my little mass, to tip it up enough so that I could kick those blocks under it. So the tipping is started, and if it gets away from me, I'll jump back. I don't want it to, but I'll jump back, and it'll be caught on those blocks. But I hope to control it for as long as I can. Well, I've got it tipped up another inch. This is where you really need that other person, because I can tip it, but then I have to use my foot to kick the block under it because I don't have a person to do it. However, it's close to the tipping point now. It's not very hard to tip further, and I just now kind of got to make sure it doesn't get away. I think I'll safeguard against that by putting those blocks up closer to it. So if it does get away, it won't have that far to fall. I'll maybe get more blocks. Why not? I've got lots. That's interesting. You probably can't see her, but that hen's getting ready to lay an egg in there, and that's a good place. That'd be a good place for a nest. A lot of times they figure out the best place to put it. I wondered what those weird sounds were that she was making. I could put a little bit of hay there and make it perfect for her. There, it's so close now. Probably if that chicken jumped up on it, it would tip now. I don't know. But I'm going to see if I can control it all the way down onto the blocks. If it gets away from me, that's okay. The blocks will catch it, and I'm going to be where it's not going to land on me. So hopefully this is going to happen with very little excitement. There it is. Very little excitement, but some tension. I was able to control it the whole way down. It didn't free fall at any point. I kind of wish the inspector chicken would leave. So now I'll take those blocks in the front out. I'll lay it down further if I can, and then I'll see about moving it to the left, scooting it. There was a little excitement. I pushed the back stack of blocks forward so that it was all just one big stack, so I was safer yet. And then I pulled it and let it come. It then wanted actually to roll on those blocks a little bit downhill, but it was okay. It was all basically under control. Now I'm ready to move it to the left. And speaking of roll, I don't know if I want to, but I can put rollers under it because I don't want it to get away rolling downhill either. So I don't know. The next job is to bring it to the precipice here and then tip it back up, which shouldn't be too bad. I'm getting closer and closer, going unbelievably slowly, but that's fine. There's that chicken making that same sound. Now where is she? Oh, there she is. Maybe she's going to try that side of the post. All right, it's not quite what I planned, but it'll work. I'm going to straighten it up a little. And then I think I'm going to use a whole pile of blocks to catch it when it tips, when it finally tips over that precipice. I think I'm ready to give it a try. I'll make sure I'm safe behind it, and I'll control it as long as I can. And if it gets away, it'll land on those blocks. That's the plan. I don't know what she's saying. Bad idea, maybe. When you know they're going to get there. Getting so close. So here's a goat now to give her opinion. I may have to shoo the goat out of here. Well, we'll see. I don't know why these chickens always have to tell me what they think. I wish you'd just stay out of the road. I already petted you once. All right, I'm gonna try to stand it up. I couldn't do it. It was just too heavy. So I used the bar, pried it up, put blocks under it so it's up closer to the tipping point. I'll try it again, and then I'll do more with the blocks until I get it to the point where it will tip. This is slow, but fairly safe. That's Virginia. Some of you may have been curious about Sophie Survivor. There she is. She's still surviving. Those back legs, I think the lower part of them will never come back. But she doesn't know. She's doing pretty well. I'm going to carry her into her where she sleeps at night in a little bit. She works her way out here when the time's right, and even works her way back in. But I'm going to take her in, making no chances. She's so cute. Oh, she's so pitiful, though. She probably hears me and would like to turn around and come to me. I'll pick her up now and take her in. She doesn't struggle at all. She's perfectly content to be carried. I'm not too sure that you got that last stuff I filmed, but anyway, I just put Sophie Survivor back in her nighttime bed, and there's a chicken that is thinking about one of the two places being where she'll lay her eggs, and here comes Sophie's cousin. That's Trip. It's getting to be evening time, and she'll probably join Sophie. It's getting to be evening. But anyway, this, I stopped where I was, and I thought, you know, I'll just work on it tomorrow. The end's within sight. I can tip it up, and there's really no reason to be in a hurry now. Trip is going to inspect it herself. She's probably looking for Sophie. They're a pair. And she's as healthy as could be. This is Virginia's daughter. All right, this job here is going to be continued tomorrow, and I'm very optimistic about success. Bye for now.